Alrighty, sorry about that delay, ladies and gentlemen, but thank you for coming back again this morning. Those of you who weren't with us at 9 o'clock missed an awesome product launch. Don't know who the guy was presenting, but he was amazing. He was amazing. Feeling inspired. But for those of you who are new here today, let me quickly chat to you through what DuePoint is. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. That's important for a few things, mainly so that you know that we're not new. We've been around as Constantia since 1952. That's nearly 7 decades. So if you haven't heard of DuePoint, that's not us, that's you. We've been around a long time. We're a division of Constantia. We're listed. We're on the JSE as a public company, and we're a licensed life and short-term insurance company in South Africa. So that means we're not from overseas. This is a homegrown South African business, not blown in via WhatsApp or Facebook or through the KZN Durban Harbour. No, this is the real deal here at DuePoint. We want you to have that comfort. Now, nearly half a decade ago, we formed this division because we were trying to solve the South African condition, the situation that we're in at the moment. It's financial crisis. Even our president has said those very words in the last month, that we are in South Africa in financial crisis. What does it mean? It means that we as South Africans can't control our income and we can't control our expenditure. None of us today can go out there and just increase our income. Can't get a new job. The jobs are running out. Can't start a business. We're in a recessive economy. Can't get promoted or get educated because it costs too much money and there's no certainty in it. We also can't decrease our expenditure because we live in an economy where things are just getting more expensive every day. 11 petrol price increases since January last year. The rand that was 12 rand something last year to the dollar is now 15 rand something to the dollar. It's just crazy how these things are compounding into an economy where we can't afford anything, but we can't increase our income either. We needed to solve that as a corporate and as individuals on the ground. And so we formed a system which we call the DuePoint system here, which we believed would create the economic solution required for our circumstances in South Africa. Now, the DuePoint system is simple. It asks you as an individual in South Africa to contract with us as what we call a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, we ask you to do one thing. Just connect people to us via our technology. No selling, no presenting. None of the old stuff that doesn't work, that never changed your circumstances and that you lost your money on. No, this is a simple thing. Use our technology simply to connect South Africans to us. There are 57 million South Africans out there waiting for an economic solution. And all you've got to do is use our technology to connect them to us. By doing that, you create for us market penetration, a broader platform of distribution for us, the insurance company, into which we can generate greater revenue. From the greater revenue, we are then able to create wealth for you in the form of recurring income. We're not a cash business. Everything that you've done up until now has been cash. Even if you have a job, I call that cash in transit. You get paid at the end of the month. If you don't return the next month, you don't get paid again. That does not solve our economic crisis in South Africa. What we create is a recurring income. It's an income that's there every month, whether you're able to work or not. Whether you're lying on a beach or in a hospital bed, your income flows in. That's what proper wealth is. It's wealth that's there no matter your circumstances. How do we build that? Well, this is a financial services business. We're an insurance company. We use financial services products that run on automatic debit orders, that don't expire, that aren't delivered broken, and are immediately and instantaneously delivered nationwide 24 hours a day. By putting that in the hands of people, we're able to create an income that's there every month. You don't have to raise the debit orders. You don't have to run after people to beg them to buy again each month. Our system, after your single connection to us, ensures that you've created streams of income through the DuePoint system. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we've built the system in the South African context. This is important because most South Africans, when I say most, I reckon 97% of them have tremendous stigma towards anything that doesn't smell like a job. Which is really ironic because it's the jobs that have failed us so in the South African economy, but that's the thing we all chase after. Okay. Soon as it doesn't smell like a job, no, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a Ponzi scheme, these things don't work. The whole list come out the moment it doesn't look like a job. I was at the DSA, that's the Direct Selling Association of Southern Africa yesterday, and we were talking to a PR agency, and the PR agency said they would never have considered direct selling if they desperately needed a job. That just would never have even occurred to them. These were black South Africans, well educated back then. They were like, that is just something it's not done, it's untouched. You don't go there. This is the sad reality. So what we've done at DuePoint, we know that this is the state we're all in as South Africans, black, white, Indian, Asian, colored. We're all in the same state where we believe the incorrect things. So we said we can't change the belief of South Africans. That's an impossible task for one company to do. So we'll build a system that fits in with their belief system. Here, no selling, no presenting, no products, no parties at your house where you got to get everybody in after the braai and it's a business opportunity. No speculation. No, buy my cryptocurrency, do my forex training, that's all speculation. So there's legitimate stuff, but it's speculation. You put your money in and you hope that you get it back. We weren't going to work like that here at all. We understood the South African circumstance. We understood the South African mentality and stigma, and we created a system completely outside that. We created a system that through our technology allows you to do the most basic thing and leverage your time, your money, the people you connect to us to create wealth 24 hours a day across the nation. We built that for you. We then added in protection for you. 3 rules of wealth creation: increase your income, decrease your expenditure, protect what you've got. As a wealth engineer at DuePoint, you automatically and at no cost get what we call our legal access service. It puts a lawyer at the end of your phone 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. For any of the cases that may occur in your life, you've always got now a lawyer to protect what is yours built into our system. We give you this entire system as a wealth engineer here and the use of this entire system at no cost. Every other presentation you've ever been to, you've had to pay for the starter kit, pay the starter fee, pay the monthly fee, pay for the training, pay for the application forms. Here at DuePoint, by simply being a product owner of ours, you get this entire system, the system of wealth creation, legal access, lawyer service, everything at no cost. This is a system to build wealth, not create greater poverty. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, because you are not selling, you're not salespeople, you're not representatives or agents or brokers or intermediaries. You are none of these things. You are simply connecting people to us via our technology. It means that everybody can do this. Every single South African, no matter what your circumstance is, can be a wealth engineer here with us at DuePoint. It means that every wealth engineer can create an asset. Assets do 3 things for you. Not the ones they talk about on Facebook and websites. No, real assets do 3 things for you. First of all, they create an income for you even when you can't work them. That's exactly what your channel does here at DuePoint. Secondly, they allow you to realize the future value of that asset now. That means that you've created a stream of income you'll only receive in the future. You can now price it and sell it to someone and realize that value now. And thirdly, assets outlive you. You know, your car and house are not going to die when you die. They carry on. Okay? And here at DuePoint, your channel and the income it produces will automatically be transferred to your children when you pass away one day. And that means that you are not only creating wealth for yourself, but you're creating wealth for the generations in your family to come afterwards. What job does that for you? What job? And in most cases, what business does that for you? The average business is one person. When they die, the business dies with them. Here you create intergenerational wealth for yourself with the DuePoint system. And we have created it in the simplest possible way. All you need to do is tap your phone. If you're able to tap your phone, you're able to connect South Africans to us. While you tap your phone, our system allocates those individuals to you. These individuals see the presentations, watch what we're doing, tap their phones and connect more and more South Africans to us, all of whom are allocated to you, and your platform of distribution is created with us. They look exactly like this. You might notice there is no shape like that anywhere in there. Did you see that? This is the actual shape of the distribution that occurs in our system. We come along then as DuePoint, the insurance company, not you, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel. You're not selling anything at DuePoint. We're in the business of wealth creation, not the sale of products. This is a big difference for most South Africans to stomach. They don't get it. They come to me afterwards and go, but I must still sell. And I go, yes, but you must not sell. There is no more selling. We are now in the business of creating wealth for South Africans. It's the very reason why DuePoint was created, as a wealth solution to the crisis that we're in, not as a platform to sell products. Okay? You can go and do that at all the other places. Here, your conversation with individuals is create wealth. Permanent intergenerational wealth. Our conversation as the insurance company is ensuring the distribution of our products across this platform you create. That creates the wealth for you, and then we distribute that wealth to you in two ways. The first is through our returns program, which pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that those products are paid for, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. It sounds complicated, but it's easy. You're going to go out and connect a few people. Some will take products and pay for them, and you will get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product payment every month going forward. This is a stream of income. People have said to me before, something blew in from the KZN Harbour last year where they were selling pots and pans. And they were like, no, but if I sell the pots, I get 450 Rand. And I said, yes, once. You get it once. Okay? Then you have to go back to the person again next month and try and sell them the same pot again. It's much harder the second time around. The third time's impossible. You know? Here, it's a single connection, and every month going forward, you've got a 55 Rand stream of income. As I said, our products don't expire. You can have them your whole life. So potentially you've created lifetime income off of that single connection. Now, for each individual who takes more than one product, you get a multiple of that 55 Rand. They took 2 products, get 110 Rand, 3 products, 165 Rand, 4 products, 5 products. The more they take, the more 55 Rands that you get from that single connection. These individuals will go out and connect a few more people. They're not going to be static after this presentation. They're going to connect people who will take products, who will pay for them, and again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. You've done a handful of connections here at DuePoint, and you've created 1,000 Rand a month income. That's 12,000 Rand a year. That sure beats the 450 Rand for the pot. Okay, it's 1,000 Rand now, continuous income going forward. But you might want more than 1,000 Rand. That's fine. There's no limit to how much you can earn here at DuePoint. We have 2 ingredients for success: time and numbers. And we will replace or even take whatever you're earning now well beyond that limit if you put the 2 ingredients in: time and numbers. Now, South Africans are happy to do the numbers. Then we go and connect people. They're not happy to put the time in. Now, what is the time? It's not intense, I've got to put 10 hours a day in. No, it's time over years. Wealth is created over years. It is not created in days. Everything that you see, and I saw this new one floating around last week saying, put 2 grand in the morning and we'll give you 7 grand back out that night. Okay, that's awesome. What if I put like 1 million Rand in the morning? Will they give me 7 million Rand out at night? You know, like, please. And what do we as South Africans do? We go running. We go running to it. What's wrong with us? Do you really believe you're going to get 7 grand out in the night? How did they magically make your 2 grand into 7 grand? Okay, if you want to know what a Ponzi scheme is, that's a Ponzi scheme. Okay, you know what it does though is it plays on our psyche as South Africans. As South Africans, we're unwilling to put time in. What do we normally say? You must give it to me for free. You must give it to me now. That's our statement. Do we not see that in the newspaper the whole time? Give it to me now, give it to me for free. Folks, there's nothing left to give. There's nothing left. And so if we're going to create wealth, we then need to make it over time. The wealthiest people in the world today have all built their wealth over generations. We don't know that. You know, we look at a guy like Bill Gates, richest man on earth for a long time. And we say, and he was the youngest billionaire in history. He was a billionaire at 19 years old. And we go, oh, that's so lucky. But none of you know that his father lent him $50 million to start Microsoft. Any of you got a father that can lend you $50 million US dollars? No. Where do you think the father got the 50 million US dollars from? Well, if you go and look at his story, the grandfather actually started the wealth in the family. He built it up from scratch. The father then took it up to a point where he could give 50 million rand to his son, and his son could become a billionaire. Okay? But we as South Africans go, if I'm not rich in the next 90 days, I'm not doing DuePoint. I've had that. I've had people in the front row say to me, Brendan, I'm sorry. If this doesn't happen straight away, I'm never coming back. And I go, that's a pity. You're going to be poor the rest of your life. It will be. Because there's the second ingredient of time. Now, if you're willing to put time in at DuePoint, we can change everything about your future, everything about your circumstances going forward. We use a very simple example here at DuePoint, but you can grow at any rate you like. You can connect as many people as you like every month. But many of you are busy. Many of you have got circumstances that limit you, so we use a simple example. We call it 3 + 2. It says in your first month with us, connect just 3 people. Just 3 people. Tap your phone 9 times. That's all it is. Connect 3 people in your first month, and then 2 people every month thereafter. 2 solid paid connections a month. If you can do that every month without stopping, you don't stop for Christmas or Easter, you just put 2 people in every single month, then I can reasonably calculate what you can expect to earn here at DuePoint. We've been around for nearly half a decade now. I've got the data. I know how it works. I'm not guessing. This is not fun with Excel spreadsheets. I know how this works, okay? Put the people in and see your wealth grow. If you do it for 6 months with us, so 3 people in your first month, and then 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 every month, after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 rand a month with us. 2,500 rand a month is life-changing to some. I see some people react immediately, and other people go, what? Man, there's this Forex thing that says I'm going to be rich in 90 days. Folks, 2,500 rand is 30,000 rand a year. You've done it by just connecting 2 people. You're really not doing anything. You are not killing yourself by connecting 2 people to us a month. It's 1 every 15 days that you're connecting to us. Connect more, and it goes much faster. Put 10 people in a month and see what happens to that 2,500. But you're busy, so we know you can only do 2 people. So you're on 2,500 after 6 months. If you do another 6 months with us, changing nothing. You just put 2 people in, 2 people in, 2 people in. If you do it for another 6 months, you've been with us for a year, then that 2.5 becomes 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month on average. That's 120,000 rand a year. You've created it in 1 year with us, not 1 week or 1 month, a year. A year of connecting people to us, and you're up to 10,000 rand a month. 10,000 rand a month. How many of you are going to get a 10 grand raise at the end of this year? Okay, very few South Africans will get a 10 grand raise. What can you do with 120,000 rand a year? What can you do with it? How does your circumstance start to change? You see, people will promise you big cash now. What happens if I put 50 grand in your hand right now? How long would it last? Would it change your circumstances? I know that it wouldn't. You'd go out and you'd spend it. We had that example about 2 years ago of that young girl. She was in her early 20s, where the bank mistakenly, and they never do this to me, but they mistakenly put 14 million rand in her bank account. Now, it's one thing, when you wake up in the morning and you get the in contact, 14 million rand has been transferred into your bank account. You know what she did? She did the wise thing. She didn't call the bank and tell them they'd made a mistake. She went out and started spending. Oh my goodness. And it didn't change her circumstances. Well, actually it did. It made them very bad. You know what she did? She spent 900,000 of it before the bank realized. Okay. Now she owes the bank 1 million rand. The bank is all over her. In fact, I think she ended up in prison as a result of it. Stupidity reigning supreme. When a bank makes a mistake, don't it? But her response was the response most South Africans have. I want to be rich now. Because I think it'll change my circumstances. It didn't change her circumstances. But if maybe she had got an extra 10 grand a month, every month thereafter, she could go out and buy a new car, settle some debts, buy a new house. We become far more responsible when we've got a recurring income than a lump sum of cash that just drips through our fingers. And that's what we create. If you spend 2 years with us, the 9,000 to 10,000 becomes 27,000 to 30,000 rand. 2 years with us, you're earning 360,000 rand a year. You can. Or you can quit after 2 months and say, no, it's not working. No. But if you put the 2 years in, the math starts catching up with you. And all of a sudden, your wealth starts to grow. 3 years down, you haven't changed anything. You're just putting 2 solid paid people in every month. And your 27 has become 40 to 45,000 rand a month. Put in 4 years, and it becomes 60,000 rand a month. Put in 5 years with us, half a decade, and you're up to 80 to 100,000 rand on average. We know this because we have the data, because we've done it for nearly half a decade. We know the process. People have done it quicker. People have done it slower. But on average, half a decade with us will change everything about your future. Everything about your circumstances. You are no longer in financial crisis. You are now in financial freedom. That's what we create. We show you the people, tens of thousands of them around the country, that are building wealth with us at DuePoint. We show them to you every month. We put 2 or 3 of them on our stage from around the country, just a sample every month. And we say, tell us your story. Tell us how you're building wealth with us. We show you people that are doing badly, and we show you people that are doing well. When I say badly, they're growing slowly. We show people growing slowly. This is not one of those fanfare marketing, Americans speaking on stage with fireworks. And I've been to those. And then generally they want your money at the end. None of that's here. We say, you pick the tool up, and in your circumstances, you build with us. It doesn't matter how long it takes. So we had up this month Michael Magoba. He's been with us for 18 months now. In fact, he was here this morning. He's full-time employed. He doesn't have time for this. If you're going, I'm too busy and important for this, well, he's too busy and important for this. But slowly, over 18 months, wishing to have the thing his job won't give him, he started to create financial freedom with us. 18 months down, he's got a channel worth nearly 10,000 Rand a month. Now, it's not crazy money. He's not rich, but he gets an extra 9 grand a month in the middle of every month. What does that do for you? Think about that second paycheck every month. You get paid at the end or beginning of the month, whatever it might be at your business, and halfway through the month, you get another 9 grand. That certainly makes ends meet. I mean, it's amazing. We pay out somewhere between the 17th and the 20th of every month. And the moment I push the authorize button, I get phone calls. The phones light up. And people go, I can make it to the end of the month now. I can make. People are getting 300 Rand from us. We'll call and say, I can now make it to the end of the month. That's all it is. Imagine the guys that are getting 100,000 plus, how it changes their lives. What are you willing to put in to have a life that's different than the one you have right now? Many, many South Africans are not willing to put anything in. That's a pity. But there are those of you who want a life that's different. And this is the only tool in South Africa today that offers it. I say that honestly. I don't know of another tool in South Africa that will properly create economic freedom for you. There's lots of cash in transit business out there. They make a bit of cash for you. But proper economic freedom, this is the only one that I know of. We then had up Philip Fourie from George. He lives on a farm in George, 15 kilometers, I understand it, from the closest city. So if you say, well, I don't know anybody, fantastic. He doesn't know anybody, and he's 15 kilometers from the closest person. That's not your circumstance. You're already sitting around a whole bunch of people here this morning within 15 centimeters of you. Okay? But he too, working a farm, wants a change of circumstances. He wants something different for his future. And over a 7-month period, which is nothing at DuePoint, we only work in years, we don't work in months and weeks. So don't come to me and say, I've been here so long and it's not working. I go, how long have you been here for? And I've been here for 4 months. I go, you come back after 4 years. Okay, we work in years. 7 months is absolutely nothing. He's been with us and he's created a channel of nearly 20 grand a month. He's on a farm, people. He doesn't know anyone. He's far from everyone. But that doesn't limit you when you have technology. This is a technology business. We put technology in your hands. That means it doesn't matter where you are, you're able to connect South Africans to us. 7 months in, 20,000 Rand channel. What does that do for you? Imagine 7 months from now. Would you be willing to put 7 months in? That's the first question. Yeah, some of you would. Others of you are looking at me like, no chance, man. There's this thing on my WhatsApp that says, tonight I'm going to be rich. 7 months and you're on 20 grand a month if you put your everything. Now, he doesn't connect 2 people a month, ladies and gentlemen. What do you get with 2 connections a month after 6 months? About 2,500 Rand. He's connecting a lot more. Go and watch our Movers and Shakers email. It comes out once a month. He's almost always at the top, and he'll do somewhere between 30 and 70 people in a month. 70. Okay. He doesn't know anyone, though. He's on a farm, 15 k's away. Just want you to think about your excuses this morning. Go to our website, not to our website, go to our YouTube channel, Search DuePoint on YouTube. You'll find our channel. Scroll down to just below the Getting Started section. You'll find the Wealth Engineers Tell All section. You will find well over 100 testimonies there of people over the last half decade that have been creating wealth with us of every level. Of every level. Don't think you earn more than we can create here. We can create any level of wealth well beyond even your wildest imagination if you're willing to put in time and numbers. Because we don't deal in trinkets and cash. We deal in proper lifetime intergenerational wealth here at DuePoint. The second way that we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards training program. We'll teach you how to do this. One of the things that people say sometimes is, I don't know how to do this. I go, no problem. I'll teach you how to do it. We have an entire program, our XP Rewards training program, that will teach you how to create permanent lifetime wealth with us here at DuePoint. Once you've logged on as a wealth engineer, you're able to engage with this program, complete the training and the steps in it. As you do, you gain what's called XP points, experience points with us. They accumulate, you can't lose them. And as they accumulate, naturally your channel is going to grow. And when you meet the 2 criteria in our program, we rank you up. When we rank you up in our program, we reward you. We reward you with cash, growing levels of cash. And then at rank 5, we give you a toolkit that you can have when you get to rank 5, or you can start accumulating other tools by buying them at our store on our website. Go to DuePoint.net, click on store, buy the tools, we'll deliver it to you. But at rank 5, we give you the Uber set. At rank 7, we give you a set of imported business cards. They are gold leafed and they are custom made for you. It takes us 3 or 4 months to put them together for you. And then you have one of the only sets in the country of business cards that are gold leafed. Now that's very important. It's not ink. When you hand somebody a card that's got real gold on it, suddenly we don't look like these other things. Suddenly we're just a little different from everything else that you've seen before. Then at rank 9, as you've mixed in time and numbers into the creation of your channel with us, and you've achieved the rank 9 criteria, every year thereafter, when you maintain your channel size with us, that's all you have to do. It's not a competition. You don't requalify. As long as you maintain your channel size every year, for the rest of your life, potentially, we take you and your family away on a 1-week trip, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. This is not an undelivered promise. We've been going for years. While you didn't even know about DuePoint, people were traveling around the world with DuePoint, different locations every year, with their families. All expenses paid. I don't have to show you fake WhatsAppy pictures that we see every week from the next thing that's trying to take your money. We can show you real delivered promises at DuePoint. Wealth engineers with their spouses, with their children, going to different locations with us every year. Then we got to put the work in. The work in for Rank 9, and you will be joining us and a growing group of Rank 9s. Every year so far, we've had new Rank 9s that come with us. And it's exciting. It's exciting to have more and more lives change permanently. We actually see Rank 9 as your first step. It's like, congratulations, you're on the first rung of the ladder when you reach Rank 9, and then you move from there with us. But it is an incredible first step. We're going on the 7th of December. Tickets are booked, hotels booked. We're going to an awesome place this year. I'm very excited about it. We'll do some more reveals over the next couple of weeks, so keep your eyes out there for that. Next rank up is rank 11, is rank 10 in between, but at rank 11 we give you your very own car. It's not branded, it is not rented from us or financed from us, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's in your name. It's your car. I actually had a guy once in the audience shout out, but is it in my name? And I went, yes it is, and I thought, okay, well here's a guy who's going to go for it and get it. I have not seen him since. Nonetheless, the car is yours. It's yours. Again, delivered promises. None of this is hopes and dreams. It's already out there. It's already out there. It's your choices now to become a participator rather than a spectator in the system. That's 11 of 28 ranks that we have in our training program. That's just the first third. That's all we've shown you. It's just the first third. Folks, we build all of this wealth off of the back of our financial services products, like I explained in the beginning. We've got 5 products that you can choose from here at DuePoint. We have our Access Wealth Plan, which is 324 Rand a month. That gives you 2 independent products, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month for that. For that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover, no waiting periods, no medical examinations, and no maximum age limits. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what your circumstances are. You can be insured by DuePoint, and you can be a wealth engineer with us. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at 299 Rand a month. From there, you've got a host of options you can pick from, whether you want 20,000 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, whether you want 5 or 10 family members on the plan with you, and you as the principal member get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, which means that when you die, we settle 10,000 Rands of your debt for you. Our fourth product is our Legal Guard product. This is our legal insurance product. It costs 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 250,000 Rands worth of legal representation expenses. You are covered for all of those things that happen in your life. We've got the legal access as a wealth engineer, which is a lawyer at the end of a phone call. With our Legal Guard, you've got the lawyer in the room to 250,000 Rands worth of value. Folks, our fifth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month to be a member. As a member, you get access to our suppliers. As a corporate, as a 7-decade-old corporate, we have numerous suppliers across the industry that give us discounts and prices and packages and VIP service and all sorts of stuff that you can't get as an individual. But as a member of our Wealth Points Buyers Club, you're now able to change your monthly expenditure by utilizing our discounts, our account managers, etc., in purchasing through this club. Folks, all of our products have training videos. You'll find the training videos on our app, on our YouTube channel, and on our website, which are fully comprehensive, but quick enough for you to watch in a few minutes. Go and watch them. You will learn how to maximize your benefits with us with these products, and every term and condition that you need to worry about is in those training videos. So have a quick glance at them at some point. Know what you're doing with our products. Now, we wrap this entire business in what we call our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest is designed to get you up and running immediately from a cash flow perspective and to sustain you over time as you build your channel with us. What it says is it runs in calendar months, and in every calendar month it says if you can add 10, 20 or 30 people to your channel and have them paid in the same month, we will pay you an extra 5, 10 or 15,000 Rand on top of your returns and rewards. That means in your first month with us, you can get a minimum of 5 grand. Minimum. By just getting 10 connections in and then paid in the same month. It's the simplest task. Can you connect a person a day? We're looking at Philip Faree, 30 to 70 people a month. 30 people is 1 connection a day. Are you willing to use our tech to connect 1 person a day? If you can do that, and they're all paid at the end of the same month, it's a 15 grand bonus payment to you. Anybody who says you can't earn quickly at DuePoint, you can just laugh at. Here at DuePoint, in your first month, you can get cracking with us. Put your heads down, connect the people, and you can be earning month after month. This is not once off. You can do it every calendar month. You do 10 people a month for a year, it's 60 grand in bonuses that you can get out with us. It's just up to you to put the time and the numbers in with us. You want to know more about us here at DuePoint? There's no problem. Go to the JSE, look Constantia up under Conduit Capital on the JSE's website. Go to their website, Constantia's website, see our financial statements, BEE status, directors, anything you want to know is public here at DuePoint. Go to the regulator's website, the FSCA's website, and you will find our licenses, long-term, short-term, our FSP's licenses. We just got another one yesterday, fully approved. I'll have that up on the wall with the rest of our wall of licenses shortly. You haven't dealt with anything quite like DuePoint before. This is the real deal, homegrown South African. If you want to become a wealth engineer today, if you want to enjoy the benefit of our legal access service as well as our ability to create wealth and all of our products, well, then you've got to do 4 things for me. Firstly, you've got to sign up. Go to our website, DuePoint.net, fill out the form. It'll take you less than 3 minutes, and you will be a wealth engineer without a single cent having left your pocket. Today, no money comes out of your pockets, and you're a wealth engineer immediately active from that point forward. Then you need our technology, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to download our app. 2 things you need at DuePoint is a smartphone and our app. That's what you need. Download our app. It's free onto your phone, and you are now able to start connecting people, but you don't know how to connect people. So you are going to have to do step number 3. This is the one I can tear my hair out with. People refuse to do the training. No, I'll work it out, but then they're calling me. Thursday night, I spent my whole night walking up and down to people going, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do I add this person? Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot connect people successfully until you've done the training. Open your app, click the tools button at the bottom right-hand corner. Your training videos are lined up step by step in order. Just watch them from the top down. By the time you've got to about video number 5, you'll know how to do that basic step, connect South Africans to us. That's all you're going to do. The rest of your life, you're going to just connect South Africans to us. Once you've connected 3 people to us, you start earning. Every person thereafter, you're earning on. You can get 3 people connected this afternoon. This afternoon, you can do it. 3 people, it's easy. Just tap your phone 9 times, and you'll have them connected to us. Get out there and start that process. We're nationwide, as I've said. And we go every couple of weeks to a different city to show people that we're real, to show people that they're not just those watching us live, that we're actually not CGI graphics, but that we're the real deal. And we're down in Cape Town next on the 9th of November. We've been to a whole host of cities already this year for what we call an encounter. It's not an intro like this, so don't send guests there. Send them first to the intro, then bring them and bring your channels with, and we will really workshop with them and conference with them and get them to the next level of wealth creation on that morning in the Western Cape. I'm expecting to see people from around the country there because we're building multi-provincial wealth creation here, not just your little town. We want you building wealth across the country. So we expect you to be there, start drawing your lists up and start booking your tickets. The tickets are selling like crazy already for Cape Town, which is very exciting. But I want you to keep booking because I need to know how big a venue to book for you. Go to our website, click events, or our app and click events. Scroll down to the 9th of November, click attend. Book your tickets in for yourself and your guests. The tickets are free like everything at DuePoint. We don't take your money. We just build wealth here. Book those tickets for me ASAP. And then, ladies and gentlemen, if you rank 4 and above in our training program, you are invited to our Converge conference. It's our annual masterpiece. It's our showcase of DuePoint. It's the crown jewel event of the year. It is awesome. It is huge. It's the one with the dancing girls and the fireworks. It's the one you want everybody at. We only do it once a year. And it's on the 8th of Feb next year. Tickets are open now. Why are the tickets open so early? Because I know from the middle of December to the middle of March, you're not going to have any money. This is the only conference we charge because you get a full 3-course 5-star meal. You get all the drinks you can drink all night long. And as I said, it's got the fireworks and the dancing girls. It's a big event. And so buy your tickets now. If you're not rank 4 and want to come with, you need to find a rank 4 and get them to buy you a ticket for you. Rank 4s, please get your tickets bought, especially rank 9 pluses. I need to see those tickets booked and your invite lists. Let's get them done so that we can get this venue and that's sorted out. It's going to be an amazing event. Everything that you need at DuePoint is online. This is an online business. You can't come here and say, look, I'm before computers. Well, then DuePoint is not for you. I'm sorry. This is a 21st century technology business solving a 21st century problem. Everything you need is online. You want to watch our nationwide broadcast live every day? YouTube is your friend. Jump on there, find our channel, and you'll be able to watch us live anywhere you are every day. Go to Facebook, get all of our social media content. You don't have to start your own Facebook pages. In fact, we insist you don't. You use your personal Facebook pages, and all the content that we create for you every day is on our Facebook site. Go there and join us. And if video data is a bit expensive for you, then we'll listen to our podcasts. They're a fraction of the size. You can find the podcasts of our stuff on Apple, on Spotify, Anchor, all of that sort of jazz. It's everywhere. We're everywhere. You can buy tools at our store on our website. Everything is available to you online. It's never been more convenient. It's never been more instantaneous. And it's never been more 24 hours a day. DuePoint has got it all for you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, today, if you want to start a different kind of future for yourself, then come and pick this tool up. You got questions and concerns? Come and ask me. We've had to answer all the questions ourselves, even in the creation of this business. I'll be outside. Otherwise, those of you around the country, if the wealth engineer that connected you can't answer the question, call client service. Monday through Friday, client service sits there waiting for you to call them, and they'll answer any question that you've got. But don't walk away with some kind of incorrect perception. We are nothing like what you've seen before. We are, as we believe quite strongly, the only economically viable solution to South Africans today. And we want you on board with us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our next live presentation will be on Tuesday night at 6:30. Tune in, be here in the audience with us, and use what's left of this weekend now to create wealth. You're in a very unique position on a Saturday morning. You've got another day and a half ahead of you to be connecting people and creating wealth. By Monday morning, you could be wealthier than you are right now. People say, no, but Sunday I go to church. I go to church too. What do you think people are praying for at church? You get to be the person who brings the good news. That's what you can do tomorrow. You have a weekend ahead of you of wealth creation. Use it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you outside.